Good evening and welcome to the Little Falls Community High School Honors Induction Program. My name is Tim Bjorgi and I'm proud to be the high school principal at Little Falls Community High School. Joining me this evening will be Mr. Olson, our assistant principal, and Colby Grant, our school counselor. This evening, we celebrate academic excellence by recognizing the top 10 students in the senior class of 2020. We'll recognize 23 two-year members, and we will welcome 41 new members into the Little Falls Honor Society. This program truly recognizes scholastic excellence at LFCHS. Before we get started, I'd just like to say on behalf of all the staff at the high school, students, we miss you. We miss our students. And we wish we could be doing this program live and in person in the Charles D. Martin Auditorium. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Please know we appreciate all the efforts you've made to make the most out of distance learning and everything that has been asked of you. None of us has signed up for this, but I know that if the staff, students, and parents continue to work together on the behalf of all of our students, we'll get through this. And in the end, we will be stronger together. In a few moments, you'll hear from Mr. Olson, our guest speaker. Mr. Olson's been the assistant principal at the high school for the last 11 years, and at the end of this school year, he will be retiring. Prior to his role as AP, Mr. Olson taught social studies, was a head football coach, and coached wrestling. He's also the activities director in Litchfield and in Little Falls. He is without a doubt one of the finest educators I've ever had the privilege of working with, and I know you're going to love his message. After Mr. Olson has finished speaking, I will introduce the top 10 students in the senior class, followed by the two-year members, and then Mrs. Grant will introduce the new inductees to the Honor Society. So now, without further ado, it is with tremendous flyer pride that I welcome to the podium Mr. Mike Olson.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bjorgi, and congratulations to all of you today for your induction into the Honor Society. And as Mr. Bjorgi said, I truly do miss each and every one of you, as well as all the other students here at Little Falls High School. So let's get started. Flyer pride is?
Respect, responsibility, positive attitude, and safety.
Good job, everybody. We started our Pep Fest and every class meeting that way, and on this special day, I wanted to do the same thing. I think I heard you all chanting those 4 words that have guided you and us through your high school years. I would like to start by congratulating all of you once again on your outstanding accomplishment. Your dedication to yourself, your family, and your teachers is simply amazing. Your path to membership in the National Honor Society, whose requirements and responsibilities are scholarship, leadership, community service, and character, are paved by hard work. Your dedication reminds me of the quote I have painted in my office. It reads, "Success is not a destination. It's not something that just happens. It's a journey made up of little trips, doing the little things right." You are a member of the National Honor Society because you do the little things right. Those little things are represented by how you have lived the Flyer Pride tenets. Those tenets are respect, responsibility, positive attitude, and safety. Your induction into the Honor Society illustrates that you have been able to connect Flyer Pride with the responsibilities of the Honor Society. The first of those responsibilities, scholarship, is probably the most recognizable. Your grade point average has earned you the consideration of joining this prestigious organization. It is evident that you have demonstrated the responsibility we promote through Flyer Pride. You have taken that responsibility and done what you have needed to do to be successful in the classroom. Secondly, the respect you have for your school is demonstrated by the leadership you provide to all the activities you are involved in. Each fall, Mr. Bjorgi challenges our upper classes to set the tone for our school year. You are expected to display the leadership needed for our school to have a successful year. You all accepted the challenge and have modeled what being a flyer what being a flyer means. I have been in my role as assistant principal for 11 years. I have told you and anyone else who would listen what a great year we were having in regards to our students doing the right thing, displaying flyer pride. The respect you have for yourself, your families, and your teachers is present and was present every day. You have continued to model your leadership in this crazy time and situation we find ourselves in this year. Your leadership and taking Mr. Bjorge's words seriously have made this what it is this year. We were having a terrific year, and the pandemic will not diminish the impact that you all had on the 2019-2020 school year. The positive attitude you bring with you every day is present in the third responsibility of the Honor Society. That is community service. I could not begin to list the many ways all of you have impacted our community throughout your years as a student at Little Falls Community High School. Not only our school community, but also our community as a whole. All of you here today bring your positive attitude with you as you unselfishly give your time to the activities at school, your church communities, and the numerous other volunteer activities that you are involved with. It is truly awe-inspiring. Finally, tying in flyer pride to the Honor Society, we talk about safety. This tenet is directly tied to the fourth responsibility of the Honor Society, citizenship. You are without a doubt the leaders of our school and our future leaders here in Little Falls, or whatever and wherever community you choose to call home in the future. I am totally convinced, as a leader in the community, your mere presence makes that community not only a better place, but also a safer place to be. So we have identified why you have been inducted into the Honor Society. And now I say to you, so what, then what? I have in front of me a bag of cement. You might ask, what the heck is Olson doing with a bag of cement? The point is this. To the seniors, you are near your graduation date. You have taken what the school has to offer, and you now have that in your skill set. It is your repertoire, so to speak. You have all these characteristics and the things you have learned. Now what are you going to do with them? For the juniors, you have another year to continue to build on your repertoire. Which brings me back to that bag of cement. Just sitting here, it doesn't do much. Perhaps it makes a good paperweight, but if you add the right ingredients, sand, water, and you mix it together, you can build almost anything. The foundation of your house, or future house, a bridge, schools, businesses, the list goes on of the things that you can build by the use of cement. All it takes to build these outstanding works is combining the correct materials with hard work and creativity. You all have those materials. You have proven it by your membership in the Honor Society. I congratulate you all again in wishing you the very best in taking the lessons you have learned, taking the materials, if you will, mixing them together, and becoming the best you possibly can. I challenge you to take the ingredients, the lessons learned, and build something great. That is your future. I believe you are all winners. So I will leave you tonight with this quote. If you were on trial for living the life of a winner, would the jury have enough to convict you? I hope and I believe you will always be able to answer yes. Thank you and congratulations once again, and I will turn the program back to Mr. Bjorge.
Thank you, Mr. Olson, for that wonderful message. And now on to recognizing our students. To earn membership in the Little Falls Community High School Honor Society, seniors must have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.7 or higher. Juniors must have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.75 or higher, all based on the 4.0 grading system. Your students' induction into the Honor Society represents a significant achievement in their life. Students, you are to be commended for maintaining high academic standards throughout your high school career. And parents, you too are to be commended for your guidance and support throughout this journey. Well done, students and parents. At this time, it's my privilege to introduce the senior class of 2020 top 10 students. The following students will be receiving gold honor cords and certificates and silver honor cords recognizing them as top 10 students during commencement on May 24th, 2020. This is the certificate you will be receiving, and very shortly, Mrs. Grant will be presenting you with your honor cords. So, here are the top 10 students in the class of 2020. Alex Guast, Camilla Johnson, Khalees Kaczynski Helgeson, Adrian Kreshaw, Emily Liddell, Callie Shermers, Jalen Strock, Zach Stitch, Claire Zach, and Thomas Zupko. Once again, congratulations to the top 10 students in the class of 2020. And now at this time, Mrs. Grant will present you with your honor cords. Mrs. Grant. Awesome. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our second year members to the Little Falls Community High School Honor Society. These second year members will be receiving gold certificates and silver honor cords that will be worn at graduation. The 2-year members in the class of 2020 are Elizabeth Inez, Samuel Belfi, Madison Carper, Maxwell Dempsey, V. Doe, Kayla Doble Marty, Ava Filippi, Sarah Gawkin, Stephanie Hanfler, Sadie Sue Hodek, Rachel Josephson, Sierra Kicker, Logan Ludke, Elizabeth Olson, Kylie Pullman, Michael Rasinski, Eli Segler, Cormac Shanoff, Trista Feimer, Abigail Thiesing, Madeline Van Rissingham, Rachel Verkeilen, and Angela Wright. Congratulations to our second year Honor Society students. Now at this time, Mrs. Grant will present you with your silver honor cords. Congratulations. Now Mrs. Grant and I are going to switch roles, and she will introduce and welcome our first year members into the Little Falls Community High School Honor Society.
Thank you, Mr. Bjorgi. First year members will be receiving a silver honor certificate and an honors pin. Our first year members are Emma Allen, Sierra Anderson, Jonathan Archer, Brianna Barkas, Ava Bednar, Martha Berg, Samantha Beto, Shanna Block, Margaret Bodine, Abigail Borish, it's not scrolling, Michaela Faust, Jacqueline Fiedler, Tristan Gallus, Michaela Geisy, Emma Gustafson, Aiden Hagan, Taylor Jordan, Leah Josephson, Aiden Kaditz, Allison Kaler, Nathaniel Clute, Kirsten Konopik, Trent Krupke, Caden Kerr, Luke Cush, Courtney Loeffler, Joseph Majerli, Summer Mayo, Gabe Nagel, Abigail Sackett, Zachary Schaefer, Holly Schuett, Ellie Skizik, John Stockard, Nicholas Strunk, Zachary Sunder, Laura Verkeilen, Layla Waltman, Lily Ward, Mariah Walters, and Kaylee Zupko.
Congratulations to all of our first-year members inducted to the Honor Society. As we end our program, I'd just like to thank and acknowledge the following people. Mr. Mike Olson as our guest speaker, our Guidance Office Assistant, Liz Belden, for organizing the program, Becky Abbott, Kobe Grant, and Mike Olson for the academic support and guidance they provide our students, all of the faculty and staff at Little Falls Community High School, our Superintendent of Schools, Steve Jones, and the Board of Education, which includes Mark Gerby, Brad Lager, Sharon Ballou, Kathy Adamick, Jay Spillum, and Julie Lemire. Thank you all for your support that you give our students. So in conclusion, just want to say thank you, students. Thank you for all your hard work, and thank you, parents. I know you're all very proud. That concludes tonight's program. Be safe, and we'll see you next Wednesday for our scholarship evening. Bye now.